Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, you guys. Thank you guys for joining me here on the Coastal Dewan channel. Today we're doing the return leg. We're taking, what's her name? I think her name's Lynn Kempton back to Houston Hoppy. Hopefully her deal went pretty good and her eight clients. Yeah, so we brought her up here, I think about 3 to 4 days ago. So I brought her over here about 3 to 4 days ago with Max, our first officer Bones, and unfortunately he can't join me today, but maybe he might make a surprise appearance mid-flight or so. But currently we're here in Millionaire. And we're gonna get the plane ready. We should be expecting departure in about 30 minutes. Yeah, so let's get into it. As per usual, right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up SimBrief, and just so we can personally brief the flight, right, which would be pretty awesome. So let's do that in 2 seconds. Why don't we go ahead and find ourselves a briefing room, as we would always do, which we can take this room right here. Close the door and we'll sit down and just talk about a couple of things. So now that we're sitting down, let's go ahead and pop over to SimBrief. Haven't taken a look at this so far. I don't know if we can or can't do the flight or what to expect. So as you can see, we're in the northwest part of Arkansas. That's the name, Northwest Arkansas Regional Airport, or whatever it's called. Coming back down to Houston Hobby. So let's go ahead and first things first. Let me look at some of the weather before I make any rash decisions. So let's go with this. Significant weather radar. Segments. So the past couple of flights have been segments in the middle. I mean, yeah, we got a segment in the middle of our route here. To be frank, it does not look that bad, man. I mean, we're gonna be catching the tip of it over here, but that's not really that big of a deal, if we're being honest. Maybe if you're flying a general aviation plane, you might want to avoid that point, but we're going to be cruising at what it says flight level 400, so that's not really going to be affecting us very much. So I don't see a need to try to go around it. I'm not sure why this is so laggy, but it's kind of annoying me. Maybe it's because I have the significant weather on. Is that why? I think so, yeah. But yeah, that's really no factor. We kind of have some minor thunderstorms. That's just going to come with summer. You know, you get all that heat on the ground rising up and creating some little cells of thunderstorms. I mean, if it looked like this, that'd be one thing, but I mean, I'm not really worried about that. So that's one thing, honestly, that I'm not particularly worried about. Let's go ahead and look at Houston, though. Let's see what that's looking like. VFR looks like, I mean, this might be a light little. There's a prop 30, so it's probably not going to happen, truth be told. But there's a possibility of a light little thunderstorm coming on right around, what is that, like 21 to 22? What time is it now? I'm not sure what Zulu time is, honestly. 23, so that would be happening, like, that was like at the pass. So prop 40, doesn't matter. No, I'm not saying anything that's like going to be an issue, honestly, for us. ATIS information Gulf doesn't really matter for us. Let's look over here, see if that gives us any like ATIS information. Say intentions northwest, regional information Kilo. Using 34 left, 34 white. So the typical runway is 2005. Doesn't matter. 3004. Did see altitude 3? That doesn't matter to us. I mean, this looks like a fairly reasonable flight to me. I'm not seeing any real threats with this. So I'll go ahead and generate that. It's already filed on VATSIM. So let's go ahead and get going. So now that we have that going on, briefing's done. Let's go ahead and get out to the aircraft and we can get a move on. Let me just do this really fast just for my peace of mind. Okay. Sorry, let's go ahead and get out there. Oh, I did not talk to Jenny, actually, so we have to make a little dash back and talk to Jenny.
Welcome to Hot Start Flight Support. How can we help you today?
Remember, my ship is always going to be 521 Charlie Mike. That's the ship that's assigned to me, and that's what's probably going to keep. We're expecting like about 30 minutes, honestly. 2 crew, 8 passengers, and we might need some jet fuel, none of that. We can sign that.
Of course, Captain.
So now we can get back out to the plane. So, I landed last night, honestly. So the flight, the original flight that we did over here, that we did last stream, I forgot to click complete flight, so I had to redo it. So I did not put any of the covers or anything back on the plane. Did I even take the disconnected battery? I don't remember if I did or didn't. The battery's connected, so we can just try to treat this as a normal flight then. Probably no ice, so sit down in the plane, do a couple of things first. So let's go and click this right here, and I'll just use this as a guide. So obviously the first thing we do when check the airworthiness, I don't believe there's, at least I haven't seen it. It's supposed to be in view of the public, but which would typically me like somewhere around here, I assume. But at least in this version of the plane, or this livery rather, there is none. So we'll just go ahead and ignore that. I'm gonna make sure that I keep forgetting this right here. That's what I keep doing. That's my fault. Make sure all these are in. Those are all in. Alright, gears down, hydraulic pumps are off, all the switches are in the spot they're supposed to be at. Those are fine, we can turn them off. That's just because of my hardware. Landing gear, livers down, those are stowed, those are off, that's up, those are all up, all that looks good. Yeah. Let's go ahead and add some power to the aircraft, DC power rather, and once that comes on, I'll go select there, make sure we got about 22 volts, pick that up. That's actually extremely loud, so I'm going to turn that down a little bit. So, where was I? Oh yeah, that's where I was. So let's go ahead and do the fire test. Bring that up, jet pipe and all that good stuff. APU fire.
Jet pipe overheat. Jet pipe overheat. Jet pipe overheat.
Perfect. And I'll go ahead and close that, and we'll go ahead turn that on. Turn on the fuel start stop switch as well as the starter, and we'll let that APU ramp up, and we'll just wait a little bit for whatever it's called to start. There it is right there. Let's go ahead and turn the APU. Get all that taken care of now, which means, like I said, we don't have a first officer on board, so we'll have Jimmy or whatever his name is. So AC looks good. Like I said beforehand, if something doesn't look good, the plane will let you know. It'll be red. You see over here, like everything that snarls in the green. Anything that might be a problem will be in the yellow, and anything that's definitely an issue will be in the red. That's just how these Bombardier airplanes, at least to my knowledge, work.
Light compartment checklist.
So
Nav lights,
nav
logo
lights
light,
are on.
cockpit lights.
Cockpit lights are fine.
Lamp test.
We can do the lamp test really fast, so let's go and drag that up here. Oops. Right here, look around, that looks good. Let's drag this one down. Look around, looks good.
Duct monitor.
And we can do the duct monitor, bring that screen up here, and we'll click left. 14th. Perfect.
Duct.
Loop A is okay, loop B is okay.
FMS database status.
And that's going to be perfect. So we'll come to the status page. Looks good, got the correct navigraph frequency, or not navigraph, nav data in there. There we go with that. Sync that up there, come back to the index page, and we're going to come to route menu and flight plan recall. Put in Kilo, what is it, X-ray? Yeah, Kilo X-ray November Alpha. Scratch my knee really fast. There we go. X-ray November Alpha. Then back to Houston. And we'll send that off.
FMS flight plan. Upload anti-skid.
Test that. So
Nose door.
we don't need to worry
Hydraulic
about that.
3A pump.
We'll turn on the 3A pump just so we can, one, test the hydraulic. 2900, that's essentially 3000. And there goes the PSI. Bring the parking brake up. There we go with that.
Brake pressure. Parking brake. Nose door. Hydraulic panel and pumps.
So what we'll do is we'll pull all these up and on and see how that works. All those are pressurizing. 3000s across the board, that's wonderful. And we'll bring them all down.
Electric panel.
Electric panels, so make sure those two are off.
AC DC utility switch.
That's
Start
on.
ignition panel. Fuel panel.
We can do that. So the ignition panel's off. Looking for 2 green. On. Then both those should turn off, I believe. There he goes. And then this one should stay on. That one should turn on. And we can turn them all off.
APU LCV. 10th stage isolation valve. PAX. Air conditioning panel. Pressurization panel.
Believe should be 0, I believe. Let me check the OFP. Yeah, it's gonna be like 46, so we can click it right there.
All right, Captain. Fuel truck is hooked up. Just let me know how much fuel you need.
Okay,
Would you
we
like
could
to
just
go
take
tanks
a couple,
full
like maybe 400 gallons to be on the safe side.
All right, I'm gonna go start up the pump.
And we're looking at like 3004 on the altimeter, so that like right there.
Bleed air panel.
That is-
Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. So CAL anti-ice switches.
Oh yeah, so come here. Make sure the cows don't turn on. Detect the ice. Detect.
Wing overheat.
There we go. That looks good. There we go. Perfect.
Anti-ice panel. Emergency lights.
On.
Passenger signs. ELT. Glare shield panel.
We'll turn that off.
Crew and passenger oxygen.
Not sure why it's not, the cat's eye is not opening, honestly. It's whatever. Alright.
DCU warning panel.
The passenger option is the normal, that's good. DC warning panel looks good. We can go ahead and hold the
CVR.
CVR test looks good. Now it does.
Audio panels.
That's fine.
SPS system.
We could test those. Watch your knees. There we go.
Integrated standby instrument.
That's fine. We can set that. What is it? 3004. Yeah, just throw 4 in there. And we'll turn this to 304.
Clock. EFIS, ICAS.
That's
Main
fine.
landing gear bay overheat.
Test that really fast.
Gear bay overheat.
And we'll test that.
TOS warning switches.
And we'll test it. I'll turn that back on. I turned it off.
Flight slope. Pull up.
I turned it off yesterday.
Wind shear.
Freaking
Wind shear.
thing doesn't
Wind
know how to
shear.
work in this airport apparently.
Pitch and roll disconnects.
Both are
Terrain.
on.
Ground
Pull up.
spoilers.
On.
Thrust reversers.
Let's see, on those.
Thrust levers.
Those
Engine
on.
speed switches.
Those should be on.
Engine vibration check.
Test that really fast by clicking that up. And vibration.
Oral warning.
We'll do the test.
Smoke detector.
Smoke.
Trims. Mock trim.
Those solo trims. And we'll go ahead and set that to where I like it, which should be around 6.2 or 6.4. So I'll do 6.2. That looks good.
Yacht amp. Reversionary
How
IRS.
much with those?
CPDLC. TCAP. ATIS and clearance.
Alright, we'll test the TCAS really fast.
Jet pipe overheat.
It is clearance.
Bay.
FMS flight plan.
And we'll
Wind
go ahead
update.
and
Perf.
Smoke.
set up our departure.
TCAS system test okay.
Welcome departure arrival 1922, stick 8, which is
Wind
fine.
overheat. Config flaps.
Close that.
Config
Oh, don't do that
trim.
to me, please. Thank you. There we go.
Config spoilers.
Alright, so we're going to be taking the kids
Config
5.
brakes. Config autopilot. Cabin pressure. Door.
Oh, yeah, that's why. Excuse me.
Nose door. Gear disagree. Engine oil.
There we
APU.
go. Taking runway 16 left, going perfect. Let's execute that. Kids 5, what are we expecting? Runway 13, so we expect the ILS. That's perfect. And here, like so. Make sure there's really no discontinuities like that. That's fine. Let's take a look here. So that's good. Departure page looks fine. Flight plan page looks fine. Coming to the first perf init page. So we're gonna expect 8 passengers. How much baggage? I think it's like 440 pounds. Yeah, 440. Throw that in there. 400 is our cruise altitude. Ice deviation today is looking to be minus 23 on the wind. There it is, positive 1. So throw 1 right here. I should say P1 exactly. Then we got 208 at 38. So 208 at 38. Yeah, that's perfect. Turn this on so the person can fuel our plane, because you know it's funny, I always turn it on but I forget to turn it off while he's doing that. So that looks good here. So we'll go to VNAV. So we're going to be climbing at about Mach 0.80. That's typically what I climb at. Be cruising at 0.82. And then 0.80, then 280 at a 2.25 descent angle. Because this plane doesn't descend very well. So there we go with that. Let's take fuel calculation. For now, we're just gonna go with 6,000. Then once he actually comes, we'll figure it out from there. In fact, we'll just leave it here for now. I assume that's pretty good. So let's go flight directors on takeoff. Perfect. Oh, honestly, we just gotta wait for him. So I'll come wait for him. While I'm waiting here, I guess I'll start talking about a couple things that I want to do. So first things first is I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my Pilot's Life series. I was flying the CRJ, but when I upgraded to 2024, Aerosoft did not upgrade their CRJ to 2024, so it's not very good. So I can't really fly a pretty broken aircraft, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm thinking about maybe restarting it or something like that, and getting in the X-Craft ERJ or something like that. We'll see. Which is a little bit upsetting considering the fact that I really did enjoy flying the CRJ while it was around, but can't do anything about it, so I just gotta let it be. After that, yeah, and then another series I'm gonna start is, I think I talked about it a little bit last stream, and I'll probably talk a little bit more about it in the air, but I'm wanting to start some sort of general aviation, like a little general aviation video. What's up, man? How you doing? None shall pass Big D 1717. What's up, man? I'm not sure why it didn't show up on my comments, but actually probably better if I just somehow get an alert or something like that. That's Big D. Yeah, I'll just hold that here for right now. But yeah, like I was saying.
Do you need anything else?
Oh, cool.
Okay, just one quick signature on here, and I'll be on my way. Here's a copy for your records. Have a nice day.
Sit back down, cockpit. How much fuel do we have? Like 539. That should be like more than enough. Then yeah, it's perfect. That's like perfect. So we'll go ahead and throw that into our performance page. So let's go 536. Before I forget, let me turn this off. What do we got? So we got 5320. Throw that in there. Take off. So let's see what our takeoff winds and shit are. So we got winds are 200 at 25 or at 5. At 5. Shit. That right there. It's 31 degrees, so pretty hot, pretty toasty if I do say so myself. 3004 is already set in there. Then let's come over here and we'll set our I think I said we're like 1,000, so we'll do 48, that's fine. Wonderful. And we'll activate that. And then that'll cause us to come over to our takeoff page and throw in our V speeds. Wonderful. That's awesome. Yeah, no, that happened. I was flying with Max, First Officer Bones, like 3 or 4 days ago, and he fucking shut the door. And that guy was destroying my jet on the outside, banging on the door. So that was pretty awesome. He needs to be careful with that before I get out and get pretty upset with him. If you will. So that's all set up there. That's good and dandy.
Takeoff data. Avionics.
Charts. Already
Flight
got
instruments.
those flight instruments. Look good to me. So we got takeoff. Good. This is showing FMS1. We got all this here. Let's go and throw on.
Hello, Captain. It's Jenny from Hot Start Flight Support. Your passengers have arrived.
That's awesome.
Shall I have them brought to the plane?
Yeah.
Understood. They'll be there in a couple of
Let's
minutes.
go and throw this.
Anything
to
else?
156. No, thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Take
no,
care.
Hotstar did a great job with the immersion. Like, I've never seen a plane with the immersion that the Hotstar has. So,
Departure briefing.
departure briefing just going to be a standard radar vector.
Emergency
departure.
procedures.
Emergency procedures before 80 knots, stopping for any master caution warning or, essentially any master caution warning past that. 80 knots up to V1, fire failure, feeler shear, past V1, taking the plane up in the air for no reason. Unless the plane physically won't fly.
Pins, covers, chocks.
I believe I took them all out.
Cabin lights, water
There's
heaters,
6.
flight compartment checklist complete. Engine start checklist next.
Wonderful. All right. So just for my peace of mind, I'm gonna go check the. Yeah, so they're gone. I'll take the chocks off since I didn't come here for like no reason. I'm not saying anything here. I'll like physically check though. Yeah, I didn't mess with that, so we can close that and be done with it. But the immersion you get from flying this jet is like no other plane. I wish there was an airliner that was like this, because I much prefer flying airliners over private jets, but alas, there is none. Supposedly the Bluebird's supposed to be like this, but I'm one of those people where I'll believe it when I see it, so. But other than that, everything looks good. So we're gonna be departing. What runway we're taking? I think like 36 left or something. Yeah, 16. So we'll just set our heading to 16. 160 to be exact, actually. So set that there. 160. We'll set this to 40,000 since there's no ATC online. That's one thing. Like, if there's one thing they need to fix, man, it's the damn scroll times, because this like freaking hurts my hand every time I gotta scroll up to my cruising altitude. So, and there's no like click and drag like the other planes. So I'm just here getting like a finger workout, which is awesome. There we go. That's all set up
Hello,
there.
Captain. How are you today?
Oh, wonderful. You guys are here.
That's great to hear. Well, we're all set back there, so we can get going anytime.
All right, perfect. Hey guys, my name's Juan. I'm your captain today. If you could just pay attention, I'm gonna play the safety information while we get started up front. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we may please have your attention. Your flight crew would like to welcome you aboard this Challenger 650 for your flight today. We would like to take a moment to review the safety features of this Challenger 650.
So now that that's done, let's go ahead and we can start the 4-start checklist.
Engine start checklist. Doors.
Close.
Parking brake and pressure.
Set.
Fuel quantity and balance.
5,260, and that's balanced barely.
Beacon.
Turn that on.
On. Fuel boost pumps.
Turn those on.
Ignition.
We'll do alpha.
Engine 2 start.
Starting engine number 2. And I'll go ahead and put on my headset.
Smoking is not allowed while the aircraft
Look for 20%. 20%. There's light off.
Smoking of cigars and pipes is not allowed at any time. Smoking is prohibited in the lavatories at all times. Tampering with, destroying, or disabling the smoke detection.
Pretty good.
Fuel system.
And the main
I'm not sure. It's saying external door open. Oh, awesome. There we go.
pull the door inward into the
Fuel system looks good to me. Got a good start. Starting engine
raise the
number
brake
2.
handle and push the door outward.
Engine 1 start.
Or engine number 1, excuse me.
Emergency lighting will illuminate and
There we
forward
go. Starting engine number 2 or number 1. We got light off there.
locations are indicated by illuminated red signs. In the unlikely event that there is a loss of cabin pressurization, oxygen masks will automatically deploy from the dispensing units above your head. Grasp the mask and pull down
Engine start
the strap.
checklist comes after
Place
start
the mask over
checklist.
your nose and mouth
Generator
and breathe
ignition.
forward.
Paths.
Although the bag may not inflate,
14th stage.
oxygen is flowing to
KHOU
the mask.
anti-ice. Flight
Adjust
controls.
the mask, pull the straps on the
Light control
sides.
check.
Put your own mask on
Left,
before assisting children
right,
or persons in
up,
need of assistance.
Down.
Please note,
Left, right.
smoking is not allowed
Checked.
when oxygen
Ground
is in use.
spoilers.
I'm not doing the
KHOU
check.
and fuel
There are
balance.
2 fire
Set.
extinguishers
Trims.
on board,
3 set for takeoff.
located
No
both
steer.
forward
On.
and aft of the
APR.
aircraft.
We can test those really fast. So
Passenger briefing cards for the location and operation of the fire
There you go.
extinguishers. We
1 and 2 are okay.
KDG unit.
passenger briefing cards
Let's test that. There we go. Both are good.
Supplemental ground wing anti KHOU and wing ATS.
Flex in 1 flex.
ATC TCAS.
And we'll turn out the TARA.
Anytime when the seatbelt sign is illuminated.
TARA.
To
After
fasten
start
the seatbelt,
checklist complete.
place the flat metal
Taxi
plate at the
checklist.
buckle.
Taxi
If
checklist.
equipped with
Taxi
shoulder
lights.
arms,
On.
secure the tab to the
Brakes
buckle.
and steering.
To tighten,
Alright.
pull the tab,
So
and to remove,
I'm gonna go dark for a couple minutes here while I
during
figure out where I'm gonna be
takeoff,
taxiing to, because I have, to be honest, I have no clue where I am or where I'm going. Pretty sure we're gonna pull off to the right and taxi all the way down there.
Aft-facing seats must have their headrests fully extended, and if
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So
headrests, pillow cushions,
we're gonna take a U-turn, get on to Bravo all the way down. That's what we're gonna do.
Taxi, takeoff, and landing. The use of portable electronic devices is not permitted during taxi, takeoff, and
All right, let's go ahead and release the brakes and let's get skedaddling. So we'll go power up a little bit. Actually, I believe I took out. Yeah. I forgot to take out the front brake, so we'll have that taken out for us. While I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and set this back to normal. Alright, brakes work. And we'll test our steering by taxiing forward and turning a little bit to the right. So, alright, there we go. There we go.
Reverse thrust.
And we'll test those. Reversers out. Green. Both turning off. Perfect. Alright, clear on the right, clear on the left.
If taxiing the de-ice, flaps. 20. Altimeters. Set and cross-checked. Radar weather. On. Takeoff briefing. Taxi checklist complete. Before takeoff checklist next.
Alright. Long taxi in front of us, huh? So, yep. Looking, I mean, it's not gonna be a long flight today. Probably at most like an hour or so. Well, I try to have dual cockpit on as much as possible, but unfortunately, nobody was really around. Maybe we'll get somebody online here in a bit. So, here goes. Alright, so let's go and warn the cabin for departure. Start before takeoff.
Before takeoff checklist. Passenger signs. Advised on. Anti-collision light. On. Pros. On. Windshield heat. On. Wing and cowl anti-ice. Continuous ignition. On. ATC TCAS. TARA. Supplemental ground wing anti-ice panel. Checked. CAS. Take landing, pulse, recog lights. On. Before takeoff checklist complete. After takeoff checklist next.
Arkansas Regional. This is Seabreeze 529 departing runway 16 left straight out to the south. Arkansas Regional. Make the call, and here we go. Close that sucker, and here we go. Hit the brakes a little bit. Let's go and set takeoff thrust. Let's go yoke down and takeoff thrust set. 80 knots. There's V1 rotates. There's positive rate. Gears coming up. Alright. Alright, gear up, notified. Let's go heading mode. Flight level change mode. And we'll go and scroll up to 200 knots. And autopilot engage.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Up. Flaps.
Let's go 250 knots.
0. Thrust reversers. Off. Ignition. Off. Pressurization. Checked. PAX transition.
There we go. PAX transition looks good.
Completed. N1. Climb set. APU generator. Off. APU. Shut down. Passenger signs. CAS. After takeoff checklist complete.
All right. And now we're just monitoring. Looking for 10,000 feet here. Once we get to 10,000 feet, we'll go and hold it there. Or not hold it there, but I will increase the speed. $280 knots. Beautiful day to fly. All right. All right. So now that we're climbing away. So Oshkosh is around the corner. I'm excited for it, honestly. I'm not going this year, unfortunately, but Oshkosh is definitely one of the coolest, and probably, I mean, it's awesome, man. I went a couple years ago, I think. I want to say it was like 2022 or something like that. So it wasn't very long. Probably like 2023. It was pretty sick. Yeah, we flew up to Chicago, actually. Stayed the night in Chicago. Ate at a restaurant up there. It was pretty cool. Then drove up to Oshkosh, which felt like a 2-hour drive, and it was fun. So when we got there, it was super. It was an interesting setup, right? It was a hot day. I'm not sure why they would choose like the middle of summer in Oshkosh, because I mean, even in Wisconsin, it gets up to 90 degrees. So a lot of people were kind of having troubles with. There's also a lot of thunderstorms. So the first, so I was up there for the whole thing, and for the first couple of days, at least when I went, they were canceling they were canceling the flight shows because of the weather. So I'm like, that's annoying. But when you did get to see the jets, they were pretty cool. I would say the biggest kind of disappointment was like the lack of food options there. Like there was just a bunch of like it's just trash food there, like genuinely. Like it's like they have burgers and stuff, which isn't trash, but like the way they make them, they all taste kind of like pre-made crap. You know, they like dehydrated, nasty, not juicy. But they're gonna charge you like I think I paid like $20 for the burger and fries, and then $8 for the drink. And the drink was just flat. Oh, jeez. I forgot what I got, man. It was nasty. And then that was like the first day. Then the next day, I went, and the only thing that was open or didn't have like a line that was around the whole freaking building was the A&W root beer stand, which I haven't had root beer in years before that point. So I went and got some a root beer, and I think there's some like hot dogs or something. Like it was something like random. It's like what the fuck? But I ate that, and I guess it was sustenance, man. Like it made me full, but I wasn't happy about it, to be frank. After that, we kind of just wandered around, and I mean, it's really cool if you are big into general aviation, which I feel like kind of Oshkosh is that. I mean, it is. I guess it is EAA, so EAA Air Venture, which is welcome home. Oh, where are you? I was about to say, I hope you can buy that for me. Oh.
You ate one of my bowls?
The one that's been in there for the past.
A week. We got them last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, you were gonna try to freaking argue with me. He picked those up last week.
Really?
Yes, really.
I swear to you, I thought.
Uh-huh.
No, because I thought they were in there with the fucking chicken pot pie.
No, I forgot. You're so full of shit.
No, I genuinely didn't know.
It's okay. How's school?
It was fine. It was you had to listen to some person present, which was interesting. It wasn't bad, but then we had to teach kids how to talk to ATC. It's the first I got assigned 2 students. I think the instructor liked me, honestly, because I was the number 1 pick, which was cool. I got one student So they were all like Aryan cadets. So one student spoke good English, and the other like I think he could like understand English, but I don't think he could like comprehend it. If you know what I mean? Like comprehend what I. So like he would understand, he would write down what I said, but he couldn't understand what I was saying, which is interesting. So I was trying to like help him out, but it kind of got to the point where like there's really nothing much I can do. So I just gave him like the best score I could without like making him feel bad, you know. I think I gave him like a 35 out of 40, because he got the. It's not like he didn't understand. It was just like I would say it, he would write it down, and like 30 to 45 seconds later, then he would kind of respond, and then kind of say what we had to do. So I went to the LRC as I usually did. I talked to some of the guys there for like a couple hours, like maybe an hour. Well, I think I got like 2 actually. Maybe it was 4. I don't remember. Right. Look who it is. It's fucking Max. Our first officer Bones in the chat. But yeah, like the kid was like, the kid was saying like, he's like, yeah, or no, Josh was like, yeah, I have like 4 kids and like they all live with their mother. And he's like, yeah, I have like 2 daughters. Like one's like 21, one's 18, and then the guy's like, oh, he's like, oh, is your daughter hot? And I'm like, who the fuck says that to somebody about their daughter? Like the guy's face just like fucking went cold. And yeah, it's like, I mean, like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like, he didn't look fucking happy about it. He looked actually kind of upset, which, I mean, it's understandable. I mean, like, that's kind of like a boundary I wouldn't push, but I mean, yeah, like, old man, like, is your daughter hot, man? But he said something like along the lines of like, they're attractive, but they wouldn't be into like you because they want masculine men like their dad or something like that, which is embarrassing because the guy's like he just if you saw him, you would like know what like he wasn't like the most attractive man in the world. So but then we start talking about like that kid I was talking about yesterday, and yeah. He was just doing stupid shit. Like he took like some scissors and was like scraping the wood off or the finish off of the table. And it's like, what are you doing, man? And like other things like that. Yeah, it's like the hell. But after that, yeah, I gave a kid another mock oral, a commercial kid actually this time. He's fucked. Yeah, there's really no ifs, ands, or buts about that one, man. He didn't know some like basics, like basic weather things you got to know as a commercial pilot, man. Like, he didn't really know much about SIGMETs and stuff, and like didn't know the hour requirements and all that stuff. So, yeah. Sleep in. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. We can we? Oh, that's awesome. That's fine. Uh-huh. Tuesday pissy about what? So like Tuesday was swearing at Luna. Right. Oh, dream team, huh? I mean, it's also Sabrina, so I'm not sure what you're expecting.
But like, the problem is that
I'm not ignoring you, Max, okay? Alright. Take your milk with you. You're gonna drink that milk. Are you? Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. But yeah, dude, man. I mean, there's a lot of things, man, in aviation that I feel like aren't basic. You gotta know, man. I'm thinking, right, so I think what I'm gonna end up doing, right, is I think your ears are fucking loud. Okay. I was trying to get some sort of a different like view, but I'll just come back here or something. Like a little GoPro camera. But yeah, so I'm thinking like I'll try to do like for private every episode I'll have like maybe one subject I'll try to talk about, which would be pretty awesome. But yeah. Well, yeah, back to Oshkosh like I was talking about. Yeah, man, I mean Oshkosh is cool if you like GA airplanes, but like if you're not a big fan of those, then like you just go for the air show, like do the research, right? Go on, okay. The Thunderbirds or the Blue Angels or the F-22 demo team are going to be on at this time, this time, and this time. Just go there, watch that. Then this would probably be like a 20-minute break. Go dick around, go into the stores, buy some food, get some water, whatever you got to do. Then turn around and go back to that. And I wouldn't stick around much longer because I'm not really interested. At least me personally, I wasn't interested in anything that wasn't airliners because I'm autistic like that, I guess. But anyways, I mean the warbirds are pretty cool, but it's always interesting. Like there has to be like an insane amount of people who go to Oshkosh, right, and then see that stuff and then get so inspired that they join the military. There has to be. Like there's no way it's not. You know what I mean? But anyways, so talking about Coastal Meridian. It's doing pretty well, actually. It's doing pretty well. I'm not sure if I have to manually pay, if you know what I mean, to manually pay, or if it just takes it out of the account. But so, like per week, right? It's going to cost about $150 million or $150,000 a week, but we're making about 200. So we're making about $100,000 in profit. So I'm thinking I need to figure out. I'm gonna try to pay back about $700,000 on that loan. Right, to keep about $300,000 so we can continue to pay the lease, which we can. Like, I mean, like I think 1 or 2 trips will pay that. So, that's awesome, Max. That's pretty awesome, dude. Honestly, yeah. It's pretty sick. So I think one thing I always found this interesting, right, about private jets and Part 135 companies is there are so many charter companies out there, and I feel like that market shouldn't be that big. Because if we're being honest, right, the people who actually need a private jet is like maybe 1/4 of the rich people, right? Like your rappers, your pop stars, right? It may be like some big bankers and stuff, right? But there's a lot of millionaires who just piss away that money just because they want to like take pictures and flex it, right? it's their money, they can do what they want with it, but it's not a very smart financial decision, in my opinion, right? So, like, thinking of this, right? The people who need private jets are somebody who, let's say, has a concert in Tampa tonight, and then tomorrow night they have one starting in like the morning time, and they need to get there overnight, and they just can't find a flight. So it's more efficient for them to travel like that. That's who needs a private jet. Who doesn't need a private jet are like the people who are like, I just don't want to take the airlines, and because first class is pretty good, at least from what I understand. But I mean, that's just my opinion on the matter. So I mean, people are always going to try to impress girls, which is like the leading cause of it. So take pictures. Oh, I'm on a private jet, or yada yada yada. Funny enough, I was talking to some of the people. Medevac needs jet. Yeah, that is true. I mean, but like, still, how many medevac companies are there? There's not enough to justify it. It's like the amount of like charter companies there are. But earlier today, I was talking about. I was talking to one of the older people at my flight school about. We were just talking about like airline interviews and stuff. You know, obviously, SkyWest being SkyWest is the hardest, and we were just going over like because he actually interviewed at PSA, and I guess he's in the cadet program there, and he took me through the interview, and I passed it. Right, I just asked basic questions. But one thing he brought up is something I never considered, and that's really interesting. You have a window to get hired, right? You have, as soon as you hit 15, so you should start applying now, right? But as soon as you hit 1,500 hours, that clock starts ticking, right? You have a window from, I would say, about 1,500 hours to maybe 2,500 to 3,000 hours to get hired. Because at that point, once you get to 3,000, the airlines are going to start thinking, why isn't he hired already? And I didn't realize that until I talked to a lot of people, and it's true. There's a lot of people at my flight school with 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 hours. That's a lie. I'll say 3,000 to 4,000 hours, and they're considered leftovers, and they can't get hired because I don't know. The airlines just won't hire in the regionals. So you have a certain amount of time to get your time in and get your application seen and get hired. Regional hiring. So it's not. People think it's like completely gone. It's not completely gone. It's just more difficult to get hired now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Now it's just not as easy. I would say the biggest issue is there's too many commercial pilots out there, right? And the issue is a lot of these people went to these Part 60 or these 141 schools, not like the good ones, but rather like the small ones that push you out and stuff. And the issue with that, in my personal opinion, is they're not qualified. They don't deserve that certificate. This may hurt some people's feelings, but it's the truth, right? A lot of these commercial pilots are private pilots that got lucky, or sweet white creamy mashed potatoes. I mean, I love mashed potatoes, period. So I'll give that a 10 out of 10. And I absolutely love cherries, so I give that about a 10 out of 10. Do me a favor, actually, First Officer Bones. Why don't you eat about 50 of the cherry pits for me, and let me know how that goes for you. I forgot what I was talking about, so I'll just go to the next topic. I forgot what I was talking about. Let's see. So, Bluebird. Let's talk about Bluebird, man. I am not a Bluebird hater. I am just getting kind of fed up with Bluebird. Right. I understand that what they're doing is hard. I understand that they're trying to make sure everything's perfect. But I think it gets to a point where you're kind of not overdoing. I mean, they need to. I'm trying to say this without being rude, but they need to up their communication skills, right? Because I feel like Bluebird is trying to keep us in the dark because they're afraid of our opinions. And that, in my opinion, is just not okay. Right? You can't keep your community in the dark because you're scared of what they're going to think. Right? And it's just unbelievable to me that they go 6, 7, 8 months or 6 months or so without saying a word, and then they'll be like, oh yeah, we're working on the FMC, and then go back in the dark. Oh, we're working on the electrical system, go back in the dark. That's just unacceptable. I mean, who doesn't like thick mashed potato? Like, what do you like freaking your mashed potatoes like watery, man? Like, disgusting. Like, my mashed potatoes like thick? Yes, yeah. Yeah, and like it's just ridiculous. You know, like they should have some. I'm not saying that they should be like showing everybody what they're doing constantly. I'm just saying like maybe once or twice a month, or once or twice every couple of months. Hey, yeah, we're almost done with the electrical system, and we're almost done with the FMC. We're almost done with this early third, and that will be so much better than just going dark. And that's what the community is getting upset over, right? Like we're not up, we're already a little bit agitated that it's been about 5 years, right? With all these promises you've been made, it's been like 5 years, okay? We're also upset because you just don't say, you don't bring up anything. You don't let us know what's happening in like behind the scenes. Not to mention you have given out probably the strictest NDAs to these people that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, like, you'll get crucified for even mentioning Bluebird, right, if you're on their team. So it's just kind of frustrating. Like, not to mention their freaking like beta tester team is so small. Like, it's not a lot of people beta testing, meaning there's gonna be a lot of bugs on release. How do you think the community's gonna take it when you release your product, right? That we've been waiting for about 5 years, and it's like it has a bunch of bugs in it because you couldn't get you refused rather to get a bigger beta test. I know for a fact there's people who actually fly the 757 in real life who want to get on the team. You just refuse. So I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan of it. Right. I'm hoping that the 757 comes out and is the best plane ever released to flight sim. I don't think it's gonna be better than the Hot Star, but I hope it's on the same level or maybe a little bit below it. I hope it's better than the Hot Star, but let's be honest with ourselves, right? I think it would be good to get another Boeing, because PMDG has sat on top of the Boeing market for too long. This time they've gotten comfortable. They've gotten, because there's no other options. What are you going to do? You're going to go fly, like, I mean, now, obviously, we have iFly. But previously, what are you going to do? You're going to go fly, like, the Bradock freaking 737? You're going to go to X-Plane and fly the Zebo? With, like, come on. You know, so it was the only option. That's awesome. Yeah, all right. That's awesome. I just lost my train of thought, dude. But oh yeah, like, so PMDG's been on top of it for too long, right? PMDG puts out a good product, but the price point is too high in my opinion, right? I would say honestly for Microsoft, maybe if they're on X-Plane, that price will be justified. But being on Microsoft, like, I genuinely think the PMDG 737 should be no more than $60 personally. Like, there's no reason, and it should be either $90, maybe $120 for all of them, all variants, or $50 per one. And that's my opinion. Phoenix puts out a better product for cheaper. But I think if Bluebird comes out and rocks the world, people will buy the Bluebird 757 and leave PMDG and not buy their products or something along those lines. Because PMDG is a shady company now, so it's unfortunate because I do like PMDG aircraft, but and I remember back in P3D I was obsessed with PMDG, but just watching kind of what they've become as a company kind of just saddens me a little bit, because I used to look up to them so much. I used to like it was my first plane, the PMDG 737 for P3D. I flew the piss out of that plane, but come on, man, it gets to a point. So yeah. I went to Flight Sim Expo actually recently. Oh, this year. I think it was maybe like a month ago or so. Maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Not very impressed with what I saw. Obviously, Wing came with a solo show with their $300 overhead panel, but other than that, dude, like, it was kind of like disappointing, man. There's really nothing there to. I did see that, and James Bolo looks like a fucking demon now. Is it a chinchilla, Marlon? What is it? I'm pretty sure Papa has that.
It was like $6,000.
I'm like 90% sure Papa has that. I'm pretty sure Papa has that.
I don't know if it's exact. Oh, and it's a cooling mattress. So like when you sit down, like my ass feels cold. Like it makes it at least 10 degrees colder than what it was when the mattress was 50 degrees.
When I say PMDG2, Marley, what does that mean to you? Remember does that bring like positive emotions or negative emotions with PMDG? Is it positive or negative emotions? Okay, negative. It's a scammy company. It's a scammy company. Yeah. I agree with Max here. PMD doesn't deserve anything until they release the 7.4. It's been too long, right? Did they say that they're going to release the 7.4 like in January or something? Or not maybe not January, but like a couple weeks after the 7.3 got released? Like, look at us now. We're fucking still waiting for this bullshit fucking plane. Me too. Man, what is it like? They're gonna release the 100 variant? Like, come on, man. I don't know. I think Randazzo got like some sort of like. All right, never mind, dude. I'm not even gonna get into it, bro. But yeah, man. Honestly, like I said, I'll be making that new series here soon. I think I'm gonna start it on next Friday, hopefully, maybe a little bit sooner, depending on when my package gets here. I have a yeah, it's gonna be here on Thursday actually. I mean, like, let me actually see. It's like freaking USPS. But once I get that throttle here, I'll whatever it's called. What are you watching? She's watching some fucking freaky shit over there. Watching some fucking wonky shit back there. Hopefully y'all can't hear that, man, 'cause that's some freaky shit. Yikes. Oh, I forgot what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, but once that... Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, my pastor's watching some fucking weird shit. That's what's happening. Fucking watching some like soft core plane shaking. I don't know, is it, man? It might be shaking a little bit. What do we got? So we have time of arrival essentially 30 minutes. Top of descent is around the corner, as you see, and we're about 34 minutes out. I mean, yeah, it seems about right, about an hour, 20 minutes. But yeah, I mean, we'll, I don't know, I'm excited. I think it'll be fun. So I purchased a plane already. I'm going to be flying the Air Force Labs Cessna 172. I've flown it a couple of times, and it's a phenomenal plane. I hope we don't need cleanup, man. But yeah, I'm using Air Force Labs Cessna. I'm going to be using the 6-pack variant because I don't have much 6-pack time. I'm also taking out all the GPS and stuff, so we're going to be doing only conventional navigation, so no GPS or anything. So that's going to be pretty fun. I'm actually excited. It's going to be a fun series, I think. We're going to be doing, so we're going to go from private to instrument, possibly commercial, depending on how I feel about it. But we're going to be going through every step of the ACS, right? And then I might even start explaining some things. So. Alright, so we're descending now. Let's go ahead and do the
Descent checklist. Shoulder harness.
I never turn on the passenger sign, so they're probably just have small
Passenger
things.
pressurization.
Fine.
Fuel quantity and balance.
We have 34 and
FMS landing data charts.
So we can come here actually. Well, what would it be? There we go. So we got 180 at 6. Let's go first setup. What does that say? 180 at 6. Awesome. Hopefully we'll have a better landing than last time. I can't lie, that landing sucked. Anyways. Alright, that's awesome. Yep, so that's fine there.
Approach briefing.
That's good.
VNAV transition flight level.
That's good.
Descent checklist complete. In range checklist next.
Damn, bless you. Alright, so descending through flight level 350. Let's go ahead and see if anybody else is. Are you calling somebody? So we have Hobby Tower on 18.7, which is fine. So we'll go ahead and tune that in here. So it's going to be 18.7. Throw that in there actually. 18.7. not sure if anybody.
Here's 299 or Hobby Tower.
I'm not sure what's going on. I think there's somebody like the pattern or something. Yeah, it's this guy. He's doing like traffic patterns, which is good. But then there's me. We're about 20 minutes out actually from what it says. Just to make his life easier, I'll do the freaking stupid squawk that they tell us to do. Oh, which runway are we gonna take? I think we're gonna take like 13 or something like that. Butter the bread, young moose. Can't say I've ever been called young moose before. That's a new one. Max, can you hear the music in the background? Or I gotta turn it up a little bit. Turn it up a little bit. I'm gonna turn it up right here. Young moose. Dude, what the fuck you call me that for? Dude, what the fuck? Dude, I swear you're a fucking idiot, dude. Pirate's discretion. What the fuck? Yeah, but yeah, other than that, also too, we'll be having coastal flights on here. That's another big one. So probably gonna do a couple, like probably a couple coastal trips on here, a decent little bit. Ooh, just threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's awesome. Young moose. This is a fucking crazy thing to say, man. Max, dude, what's your dream airline, Max? What's your dream airline? No one knew. You're probably gonna say like United. I think everybody's dream airline is like United or something. I remember back in the day, I used to think United was like a piece of shit. Like my first encounter with United was like when they drugged that doctor off the fucking plane, and he's like, I can't go. I can't go. I have to save life. I can't go. And he just fucking drug his ass off. Young Bull. I like Young Moose better. Young Moose fits me more. Yeah, I figured. I remember I was like, who the hell would want to like fly on United, man? If you're getting drugged out, it's like a one-off thing. But who were we talking? I think I was talking to somebody. I think I was talking to him. I think there's somebody at the school who was like, "Oh, man, the worst flights I've ever been on, or like the worst pilots I've ever had were fucking from Delta." I'm like, dude, have you not been on Southwest, man? These freaking pilots from Southwest are like some, yeah, man. Southwest isn't what it used to be, man. That's why Jason's trying to be Delta now. I remember back when Jason was obsessed with Southwest, man. Remember those days? Yeah. I think he's more of like a Delta guy now, obviously. Me, freaking, I don't even know, man. I guess United, obviously. I guess. I mean, I used to really want to fly for. It never really was United until Swain Martin, if I'm being 100% honest with you. For the longest time, it was like Delta, or it was Delta. Then it was American for a little bit when I flew on American. When I flew that A321 Transcon, I'm like, oh, I want to be an American pilot, but then I started watching Swain Martin when I was like freaking, I don't even know, it was like 16 or something like that. And I'm like, oh, I want to be Swain Martin, man. I want to go fly. Dude, I remember I bought like when he was got like type rate on the Lear 45. or not the freaking ERJ-45. I went and bought the Field Air 45 and flew the piss out of that. And then yeah, I know I flew Delta. I mean, it wasn't anything groundbreaking. I mean, the Wi-Fi was nice, I guess. I mean, the 757 was immaculate, but I mean, other than that, it was just every other airline, you know. So. Mileage goal, that's awesome. I mean, the Wi-Fi I had on Delta wasn't terrible. It was, I mean, it wasn't the best, but I mean, like coming from Southwest, dude, Southwest Wi-Fi, like, I mean, you might as well just not even buy it because I think I'm like more pissed off at the fact that their Wi-Fi was terrible and I couldn't load anything than just not having Wi-Fi. You know, because like it would finally load the show you wanted to watch, and then you'd watch like for instance, the show I watch has a long intro, right? So it'd finally load the show, and then the freaking intro, and like I just could not resist not turning off that intro. So I would I would skip the intro, and I'd be waiting there for another 15 minutes. I'm like, shit, man. Like, I might as well just freaking place, like, Paper Toss or something on my phone. But then Delta, I mean, I could watch the show I wanted to watch. It wasn't like awesome, but it was just like having slow Wi-Fi, so. How did they upgrade you to that, Max? I don't understand. They just gave it to you? I need to fly United next, honestly. AS makes pretty good. AS, like, I remember, man, I got super obsessed with the CRJ 200 for some reason for like a little bit, and I think he did like 3 videos of them, and I like watched them back to back to back, and I just kept rewatching them. I think it goes out of Peoria, I want to say. Oh, so you fucking went there and you like bought, because I'll tell you what, man, that kind of upset me when I was at Delta, right? So I was sitting down at this chair, right, and there was people around me, and then there's like this family over on the left who got up, and I went and sat there, so there was nobody around me, and I sat kind of in the middle, so nobody was sitting next to me. And one of the Delta's freaking like members came over and started trying to pitch me the typical sale on their credit card, like, oh, you look long, you need to build your credit and yada yada yada. And like, I'm getting irritated because I'm like, dude, I don't want Delta Amex credit, like, you know what I mean? So I was just getting annoyed with that. There's really no point in flying this whole thing. I'll just go jabs after Cubitar, whatever it is. Jabs. Let's go jabs. Let's Cubitar's position right here. Yeah, and execute. There we go.
In range checklist. APU.
Can you hear everything okay,
Start.
Matt? Or
Altimeters.
private discretion? Oh, that's cool. Okay.
Avionics.
They're fine.
External lights.
Oh.
N1 target.
Yeah, the airlines I fly don't have that, so.
APU PAX transition.
Yeah, the airline I fly is like typically I fly like Spirit or something like that, so I don't get.
Avail completed. APU generator.
So okay,
On.
that's good.
CAS.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting because the people who fly first class genuinely I think they're
In
better
range
than everybody
checklist
else.
complete. Before landing checklist next.
But whenever I go fly somewhere, right, I typically look up the cheapest option, which ends up being like Spirit or sorry, not Spirit anymore, Spirit, Frontier at this point, or maybe Breeze or something, Legion.
Before landing checklist. Landing gear lever.
Oh, airline like Spirit used to be my jam, honestly, man, because like the Spirit Wi-Fi was awful, but you can get by on it, right? Frontier has no Wi-Fi whatsoever, so it's just painful. It's just awful. You know what I mean? But it gets you from A to Z at a decent price. I mean, I'll start flying Frontier. I mean, the thing is, you just got to prepare, right? You just got to prepare. Like, just download some YouTube videos or something. Like, I typically download, like, the show I'm watching, and I'll just download a couple YouTube videos that I want to watch now, but I think are going to be bad, or I think are good, and I just won't watch them. I'll watch them on the YouTube videos. It's always so foggy going into Houston, man. I'm not sure why, but yeah, dude, I find that regional jet pilots are typically more social than those old cranky captains. And, I mean, I guess you got United, so it's fine. Man, I'm not sure if you saw the Instagram video I sent you, man, but I got into a little argument with these people on Instagram who were essentially like, you know how they are, right? This first officer makes a beautiful landing into runway 9 into that's how you network 100%, man. Hey, man, if you get their contacts, send them my way too. I'll freaking blow their phone up. Are you flying SkyWest maybe, or is it Air Wisconsin? Which one is it? But I forgot what I was talking about, honestly. So. No. SkyWest, that's what I figured, honestly. SkyWest is like the quality of pod that are at SkyWest are extremely good. So, I would love to fly for SkyWest, honestly. Let me look at their cadet program, honestly. I'll look at it later and apply to them probably. Try to sneak into a cadet program somewhere. I'll tell you, Max, I think you'll agree, but I think, honestly, I would love to fly for Piedmont. Or, I think Piedmont is like an underrated carrier, man. Imagine flying the E-145, dude. I would love to fly the plane before it goes out, the workhorse itself. I'll be back in a second. Here, folks. She wants a burger from Burger King. I would like to fly for PSA too, man. Like, I mean, obviously, I'll fly for anybody, but flying for flying for Piedmont, PSA. I mean, all the regionals are awesome, honestly, in my opinion. You have a new respect for regional pilots when you're actually going through the system. But truth be told, I want to get a type rating. I think that'd be so cool. So we landing on runway 13 right. I cannot lie to you. We are going to probably have a firm landing, because I want to get off at either Kilo or Lima. I don't want to have a too long of a taxi. I'm going to try to make Kilo. I'm going to try to make Kilo. Lima is kind of what I'm expecting to make, but I don't want to go all the way down to the Runway 21 though. Mesa, dude. Mesa is like, I heard Mesa is like, for lack of a better, like where all the rejects go. Like if you freaking fail an ATP, what do you? I don't know, dude, man. Like, I don't give a freaking dude. If Mesa offered me a job, dude, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there today, honestly, man. If Mesa came and said, we need a freaking CRJ pilot as fast as possible, I'll get my ass on a plane and go over there. Excuses? What do you mean excuses? See, so like, we're coming right here, so we need to be, I want to be all right here at the latest. I don't want to have to taxi all the way back. I'll go ahead and turn down the music a little bit. Hobby Tower, Sea Breeze 521.
Sea Breeze 521, Hobby Tower, go ahead.
We're about 25 miles out right now on the ILS runway 13 right.
Roger, Sea Breeze 521, continue ILS from right.
We'll continue on the ILS runway 13 right for Sea Breeze 521. Just making that initial call, you know, a lot of these tower controllers don't like it when you sneak up on them, so I figured I'd let them know that we're about 25 out or so. Just to make that initial contact a little bit easier for him, you know, because I mean we're about 5 minutes out, so. I mean, how's it know that you're? I mean, the CRJ 200 is essentially the Challenger 650 with like a little bit worse, whatever it's called. So. Oh, I would say 600 feet a minute, man. I think that's being a little bit too aggressive. But...
Sea Breeze 521, traffic is at your 10 o'clock, 10 miles southbound, a helicopter.
Yeah, it's super hazy out here. We'll look for the traffic, but no promises on us seeing a Sea Breeze 521.
No worries, thanks. Hobby Tower, Medevac Airmed 12, helicopter southbound 800, leaving Houston's Bravo. We're also looking for the traffic. Airmed 12, Hobby Tower, Roger.
I'm not sure if... sorry. I'm not sure if... I know they said that on frequency, dude. Oh, that probably got me banned, honestly. This seems like ultra familiar, man, if you know what I mean.
And Hobby Tower, Airmed 12, so we're all on the same page. We're southbound, headed to the medical center.
25.
Airmed 12, Hobby Tower, Roger. Thanks.
Alright, let's go and start slowing down.
You're already in the Bravo, so I assume you're cleared in the Bravo. You're swapping the right codes. Thanks, Airmed 12. Negative. There's no ATC outside of you, so I'm nope, just flying around. Well, you're cleared into the Bravo then. Airmed 12. Roger, I appreciate it. And if we need to do any type of turns or anything to avoid that fixed wing traffic on approach to you, we can, so that's it.
A fixed wing traffic? That's gotta be some sort of a slur.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
looks
fixed
like
wing traffic.
Thanks, Airmed 12. Roger. And Sea Breeze 521, runway 13 right, clear land.
Claim to land 13 right for Sea Breeze 521. I got him on the fish finder. He's back here, so. Let's go 180 flaps 20. Yeah, no, it's the helicopter it's the helicopter's job not to hit me at this point in time, and it's also towers. I'm pretty sure the helicopter's VFR, and it's up to this guy too to keep me away from him. So. So I'm looking for flaps geared for get down flaps 30. I'm looking for our diamond here to get at that little dot right there, and that's when I'll oh, we got the runway in sight too. So.
Down indicating. Nose steer. Arm centered clear. Anti-skid.
Let's go ahead and
Armed tested. Passenger signs. On.
so we got
Wing
traffic
cowl
lights, so let's
anti-ice.
go 126. Flash full.
Continuous ignition. On. Thrust reversers.
Arm.
Spoilers. Flaps. CAS. Before landing checklist complete. After landing checklist next.
Ooh-wee. What the hell kind of trim job is that? Get back up here, Tiger. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's more like. I'm not sure what this thing was trying to do, so. We're gonna be low on this approach too, so yeah, I'm just letting you guys know. Since we're trying to make a taxiway here. So just in case you guys are, if you guys are wondering why I'm a little bit low, or coming in a little bit low.
1,000.
Alright, now what we do is we pitch down and we start aiming for the start of the runway. Aiming for the numbers.
Flight slow. 100. Flight slow. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
There we are, reversers out. And we're on the brakes. This plane like has some really good performance too. We did make the taxiway we wanted to make over here, so.
After landing checklist. Landing pulse recog lights. Off. Anti-collision lights. Off. Continuous ignition. Off. Windshield heat. Off. Pros.
Seabreeze 521, safe parking.
Off.
We're going
Wing
to the
anti-ice.
hangars
Off.
just to the
Cow
west of
anti-ice.
runway 4.
Roger, I think you're looking for, well, I guess the hangar's just north of Millionaire. Taxi to parking via Juliet Hotel 2 Hotel, cross runway 22 at Juliet.
Alright, so Juliet Hotel 2, cross runway 4 at Juliet for Seabreeze 521.
Yep, that was Hotel 2 and then Hotel for Seabreeze 521.
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. So Juliet Hotel, Juliet Hotel 2 Hotel, apologies, Seabreeze 521. Alright, we'll go get this jet parked and
Hobby Tower, Med 12.
Alright, so apparently the music I was playing was somebody else's, and they're up, and they said they're gonna block my stream if I continue to use it, so that's pretty awesome. Let's take it off. So we can cross this runway right here. Oh yeah, that was pretty good. With 0.98 Gs, really. Yeah, that would have said. That's pretty fucking good. If I do say so myself, at least. If DeJuan does say so himself. And we'll take a left on hotel. I'll find like some copyright free music, honestly.
Spoilers. Stowed. Flaps. 0. ATC TCAS. Alt on. Radar mode. Standby. After landing checklist complete. Engine shutdown checklist next.
So, and our here's our here's whatever it's called. Here's our hangars right here. So what we'll do is we'll taxi, take a left here, back and behind there, and we'll tail whip her around. Obviously not really tail whipping it, but that's where we're gonna park at.
And attention all aircraft information. India is now current. Winds 17009, altimeter 29 or 9 or 8.
I'll tell you what, Max. If you can escape the pool without drowning, we'll watch that movie together. How about that? So with this turn, right, the key is you want to keep going until you look out the side and then you see that. Then you do a hard right, which then you go for this little knuckle right here. These knuckles, if you will, or these little cracks. Then once you get to this crack right here, you'll do a hard right turn. So like right here, a hard right hand turn. That should put you on line with that crack. There we go. Let's come here.
Hey, Tower, Met 12, it won't let me reply to you until you add. I just sent you a request.
Alright. Here
Met
we
12, Hobby Tower, go ahead.
Engine shutdown
It won't let me
checklist.
send this reply
Taxi
until you
lights.
add me back.
Parking
I
brake.
sent you a request.
Set.
Oh, right.
Reverse thrust. Engine 2 shutdown. Fuel boost pumps.
I appreciate it.
Fuel system. Engine check anti 14th stage. Off. No steer. Off. ATC TCAS. Parking brake if chalked. Passenger signs. Off. Cabin differential. Engine shutdown checklist complete. Secure and checklist. Emergency lights.
And I'll go and open the door for these people. And while we still have hydraulic power. Actually what we'll do. got? Let's look at the replay. All right, let's take a look at the replay. A little bit of float, but not a bad landing overall on center line. I would say I did overflare a little bit, but I was aiming for the 1,000 footers, so we overshot it by a little bit, but this plane stops in like a freaking dime, dude. I'll tell you what. Let's look at that from a passenger's view. What's that supposed to mean, man? I mean, if you survive getting out of the pool, Max, we'll go watch that movie. That's what that means. Smooth landing, very firm stop rate though. It'd be cool flying in the ocean wave, because that's not a... Yeah. Yeah, anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and open up this door. And pull up the next plane. Actually, what we'll do is we'll come down here. Wait for that to obviously open. Why do we not think you won't survive in the pool, man? I don't know. I mean, I just get a hunch that, you know, you may not be the best swimmer, that's all. Just a hunch. Just a hunch. Oh, bless me. Thank you, Marley. Appreciate it. Turning point to one, huh? Dude, what am I freaking? What's her name? I forgot what her name was. Charlie Kirk, Erica Kirk, dude.
AC DC utility switch. Headsets.
Turn off the headsets.
Thrust reversers.
Off.
Chocks. Parking brake.
Released, I believe. Yeah.
Hydraulic pumps.
Turn those off.
Nav lights. Logo light. APU generator.
Turn that off. Oh, that's good. Was that APU, LCV? Turn that all off. All those are off. Master pins covered. Batteries off. Yeah, no successful trip for Coastal Meridian here. Let the plane rest a little bit. Go ahead and close the door. Why is it not closing all the way? There you go. There we go with that. Let's go ahead and open up the battery compartment. Turn off that. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The good old what's considered the good old days, man? That's the question I'm wondering. Hey Jenny, yeah, no, phenomenal fight. Thanks for your service here, Jenny. Thank you, thank you. I'm not sure what you mean by the good old days, man, but anyways, thank y'all for watching this video. Or this live stream rather. Another great trip here for us here at Gulf Meridian. Or not Gulf Meridian, Coastal Meridian. Let me come in here and actually complete this flight. Wonderful trip. Great job. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow.